Hey people, Jazzy here. So today let's talk about Keanu Reeves. Alright, Keanu Reeves definitely one of the more popular actors around the world, not just for the US, not just for Canada, but for the globe. Like he's actually one of the more famous actors in the world, right? So yeah, I didn't become a fan of his until the John Wick franchise was out. I get it. Before that, there was the Matrix franchise, but I wasn't a huge fan. Don't judge me just yet, right? But when John Wick came out, I was like, he's so badass, so cool. He could whoop your ass with just one pencil. The man of commitment, the boogeyman, the Baba Yaga. That was great. That was awesome. So he's got a new movie coming out that's called The Good Fortune, where he's an angel in that movie, right? And he's helping people out. I would say it's a pretty typical fantasy comedy, right? If that makes sense. So here's my concern: is that movie gonna do well or is that gonna flop? Because when I'm looking at the previous movies that Keanu Reeves is in, they flop pretty badly. So first of all, he's got Bill and Ted Face the Music, right? That movie was back in 2020. The cost of making the movie was $25 million, but the box office was only 6.3 million. And of course, there's the new Matrix movie, which was out back in 2021. The cost of making the movie was 190 millions, but the box office was only 160 million. So yeah, that movie flops harder than LeBron too. I'm sorry, LeBron fans. But let me finish, okay? Yeah, I get that. Those movies were out during the pandemic, but they still flop. They were not trending topics on social media. I mean, maybe they were for like good 3 to 5 days, but I don't remember them doing so well. So yeah, the question is Keanu Reeves getting typecast? I think so, right? But he's just facing a problem like a lot of other A-listed big shots from Hollywood. For example, Robert Downey Jr. So besides Tony Stark, he wasn't doing so well in other movies either. Well, Sherlock Holmes was okay, but it wasn't like a huge box office success, right? And who else? Tom Holland. I don't even remember what movie he was in other than Spider-Man. And of course, you got Henry Cavill and Tobey Maguire, those guys, right? I think a lot of people just got typecast, right? Which is normal, right? It has nothing to do with their acting ability. Actually, I think because they were so successful in those big roles that people only expect to see them being in those roles. Same thing for Keanu Reeves. A lot of people would just want to see him being John Wick, right? Like we want to see you grabbing guns, grabbing a pencil, whatever you have around you to start whooping ass. But you being an angel, I don't know, right? I mean, I will still watch a movie myself, even though I'm a huge John Wick fan. But I'm also a Keanu Reeves fan. I hope him doing so well for every single movie's box office. I really wish so. But yeah, we just have to see how things turn out. All right. Here's the thing: if the new movie Good Fortune flops, then he might have to consider go back to John Wick. We all know how the Hollywood movies are nowadays. I know at the end of John Wick 4, well, there was a scene showing his graveyard or his tomb, whatever, right? But did he really die? I don't think so. I think there's gonna be John Wick 5. There will be. But it depends. It really depends on the performance of Good Fortune, right? Maybe Keanu Reeves was like, oh, you know what? If my movies could do well in the box office, other than John Wick, why spend so much time or effort making that kind of movie? Because, Keanu Reeves is not that young anymore. Making an action movie could consume a lot of his stamina. And I think he's trying to avoid that too. He even said it in various interviews. You guys can go check it out, right? So yeah, that'll be it today. Thanks for watching. Yeah, so if you guys like my content, please subscribe to my channel and we'll talk next time.